talk about what the future holds for us as women. I went to Australian Islamic College, so from year 7 to year 10.
You talked about perseverance from a point of view of your family giving those values to you. But as a young girl in the school, what were the people around you, your friends, some role models at that growing age, to teach you by role modeling those things? And if you can talk more of that, what were the role models growing up beyond your father or close circle, and any role model who were women to give you that intention or that value of perseverance?
There were quite a few women, but also men that played the role of being people that I aspired to become. My year 10 teacher, Saida Jasset, she was incredible, from teaching us how to be more feminine, but at the same time empowering us to ensure that we never see ourselves any less than a man, for example. To ensure that, her teachings always resonate, where she would quote things from Maya Angelou. Mm-hmm. She would talk about what the future holds for us as women. I went to Australian Islamic College, so from year 7 to year 10, it was ladies only. So it was this incredible period of my time where I was surrounded by, women who were aspiring to become astronauts and businesswomen and get in the science field of becoming, innovators. And it was wonderful to sort of be in a thriving environment where you felt like, the opportunities are endless once you get out there. So I would say that teacher really played a key role in reaffirming those ideals or values of perseverance and courage, and really pushing yourself to achieve your goals and outcomes. And I think it was sort of year 11 and 12 where I adapted a lot of my leadership skills, being part of the student council, being the first head girl of my school, and taking on that leadership role quite seriously, a bit too seriously sometimes. So I was called the teacher's pet because all the teachers loved me because I was, you're perfect,
You're doing what teachers
everything.
Want them to deliver.
That's it, like the ideal student. In saying that, you did get away with a few things here and there. But in terms of role models, my circle of friends weren't that big. In fact, during recess and lunchtime, I would hang out with the teachers more than I did with my peers. So for someone who was quite young, I developed quite a greater sense of maturity to just have conversations with adults. And I think it would definitely be, my closer inner circle that I sort of looked up to, reflecting on my mum's struggles, for example, coming into a new country, learning the language, and getting into the field of driving instructor to actually teach people, predominantly women, how to drive, because that's a privilege that they wouldn't have maybe in countries they were from. So to ensure that female empowerment aspect was highlighted, she would not only be teaching them how to drive, but teach them words, English words here and there, improve their language skills, give them a heads up of, what could potentially come up in practical examinations and how to best prepare for it. So seeing that, and despite all the hurdles that my mum experienced, she still pushed through. So I would say, again, politics was never forefront of mind, so I never delved too deep. I just thought I'd probably become a doctor at some point, which clearly didn't happen because I faint at the sight of blood. So I would just make a very poor doctor.
You could be a psychologist.
Could be a psychologist,
psychiatrist,
actually.
Much easier.
Why not?
Not easier, but easier to not to see blood.
Yeah.